lights are low, the night is wide, a record spins, I close my eyes. The ballroom's gone, but in my mind you're standing there, just like old times. The clock has stopped its endless race, your smile still lives in every place. No one else can see you here, but in my arms you're crystal clear. The silence hums a melody, and every step brings you to me. I'm dancing with your memory to songs we loved in faded keys. The room is still, but I can feel the way you moved, so soft, so real. A waltz with time, a ghostly grace. I chase the warmth that haunts this space. I twirl alone across the floor, your laughter echoes through the door. I catch a glimpse in candlelight of yesterday that felt so right. We danced beneath a moonlit breeze, with shoes off on the autumn leaves. That night returns when music plays, and shadows spin through old cafés. Though you are gone, you visit me. Each time the vinyl sings in three. I'm dancing with your memory, no partner, yet you follow me. You lead with grace, just like before, and I forget what time is for. The crowd is gone, but here you stay until the final note fades gray. The chandeliers begin to dim, the record skips, then starts again. And in that loop I find your hand, a phantom rhythm we still dance. If I must live with what has been, then let the music play within. I'll raise a glass to what we knew and spin once more, alone with you. Still dancing with your memory in silence, draped with symphony, until my steps forget the floor and I join you forevermore. You stood with both hands on the door, like truth was in the frame. I knew what you were thinking, even without my name. The suitcase by your ankle, your silence loud and dry, but something in your eyes still begged, don't finish the goodbye. You said it soft like autumn, like leaves that knew their fall. I think we've run our course now, maybe we had it all. But I heard the hesitation, the tremble in your sigh, like even you were hoping we'd not finish the goodbye. Don't finish the goodbye, just leave it half undone. Let the door stay slightly open, let the night forget the sun. Some stories end in silence, some fade without a try. So if you ever love lit the lamp beside you, its glow a final plea. The light caught all the memories you were too scared to see. We didn't have to fix it, we didn't have to lie. Just sit a little longer and not finish the goodbye. Don't finish the goodbye, let it linger in the hall, where echoes still remember how we danced before the fall. It's not about forever, it's just one more try, one breath between the leaving. Don't finish the goodbye. Let the silence say what we won't, let the shadows hold our place. If you leave now without the ending, I can still remember your face. Don't finish the goodbye, let it hang like winter air, something half forgotten, still tender, still there. If love must lose its meaning, let it drift, not die. So please, if you ever loved me, don't finish the goodbye. Kept the paper, ink now pale, folded truths I could not mail, each line a tremble of my heart, afraid to let the healing start. Your name was written soft and wide between the tears I chose to hide. The postbox knew my second guess, and silence signed the emptiness. I wrote of nights we never had, of dreams that blurred the good and bad, of hands not held on rainy streets, of glances lost in quick retreats. The fireplace once warmed your seat, but now it burns with old defeat. I still return to read them slow, the words you were not meant to know. These are the letters I never sent, of love too loud, of time misspent. They speak in hush, in crumpled tone, of someone scared to be alone. In every line, your name remains, like fingerprints on window panes. Sent them through the wind, would you have turned or just pretend? Would you have read the pain between the hope, the fear, the might have been. Some pages smell of sweet perfume, of jasmine nights and candle gloom. I sealed a kiss on page 14, but never let the world intervene. I kept them all in faded box, behind the coats, beneath the clocks. Someday they'll find those cries I penned and wonder why they had no end. These are the letters I never sent. They bleed with grace, they twist and bend. Each word a step I dared not take, each pause a piece my heart would break. In every verse your ghost is lent to letters I never sent. If love had wings, I wonder where those pages went.
Kept the paper, ink now pale, folded truths I could not mail, each line a tremble of my heart, afraid to let the healing start. Your name was written soft and white, between the tears I chose to hide. The postbox knew my second guess, and silence signed the emptiness. I wrote of nights we never had, of dreams that blurred the good and bad, of hands not held on rainy streets, of glances lost in quick retreats. The fireplace once warmed your seat, but now it burns with old defeat. I still return to read them slow, the words you were not meant to know. These are the letters I never sent, of love too loud, of time misspent. They speak in hush, in crumpled tone, of someone scared to be alone. In every line your name remains, like fingerprints on window panes. If I had sent them through the wind, would you have turned or just pretend? Would you have read the pain between, the hope, the fear, the might have been? Some pages smell of sweet perfume, of jasmine nights and candle gloom. I sealed a kiss on page 14, but never let the world intervene. I kept them all in faded box, behind the coats, beneath the clocks. Someday they'll find those cries I penned and wonder why they had no end. These are the letters I never sent. They bleed with grace, they twist and bend. Each word a step I dared not take, each pause a piece my heart would break. In every verse your ghost is lent to letters I never sent. If love had wings, I wonder where those pages went.
I found the room again last Tuesday, the number hadn't changed. Same carpet worn with memories, same ceiling water stained. The window still was crooked, the curtain slightly torn, but it held the golden morning of the love we once had worn. I left my suitcase by the doorway, let the silence fill the air. It smelled like dust and lilacs, and you brushing back your hair. The lamp still buzzed at midnight, the mirror cracked but kind, and I swore I saw you lying there, just barely out of mind. This is a postcard from a room we shared, where time forgot to close the door, where kisses lit the window pane and laughter touched the floor. I wrote it in my head that night with no one else to send it to. A postcard from a room we shared, still waiting here for you. The bed creaked like it used to, a rhythm slow and dear. I laid on top the covers, pretending you were near. I whispered things I never said, I smiled at empty space, and held the pillow longer, just to catch your trace. I didn't leave a message, no name upon the desk, just folded up the silence and hid it in my chest. But I left one curtain open, like you would want to do, so maybe light could find the ghost that still belongs to you. This is a postcard from a room we shared, where walls still hold our names, where shadows fall in perfect lines that never learn to change. I didn't write an ending, I didn't say we're through, just a postcard from a room we shared, still breathing here for you. No address, no stamp, no promise, just one soft line I drew. Wish you were still with me underneath. Love you. This is a postcard from a room we shared that never got erased. I keep it folded in my thoughts inside that hollow space. So if you ever find it, if memory pulls you to, know that somewhere in this quiet room I still wait and write for you.
Rain falls so gently, like a quiet longing, dancing on the window pane, where memories are clinging. Behind the dusty curtain, shadows softly play. Your smile still lingers there, where we used to stay. The sky turns a pale gray, as if it knows my tale of two hearts once steady now, set adrift and frail. The scent of earth and water pulls me back to then, to the home you left behind, where love remains again. Your voice echoes faintly through this rainy hush. Your name escapes my lips in a whisper I can't rush. Rain on the old window plays a song I knew, of a love unfinished, of waiting still for you. Every drop keeps singing. You once stood near me, touching my trembling shoulder, loving me silently. I sit in the corner, in that worn-out cane chair, your handprints still engraved in the armrest there. The old clock ticks slowly, drinking in the past, and my eyes still wonder where your shadow used to last. Rain remembers always, like I remember you. It comes each lonely evening, bringing back what's true. Rain on the old window fills the night so wide. No more voices linger, just echoes and time. I talk to the rain now because it knows your name. It watched when we began and when you never came. Truly fades like my love that lingers, soaked in silent shades. If one day you return, find me waiting still by the window you once touched, where time itself stood still. When you left, right out from my hands. Now the keys sit cold and waiting, like broken wedding bands. My piano used to shimmer, now it winces when I play, as if the notes remember you're not here to stay. The damper won't forgive me, the pedal starts to cry, the middle C is hollow, and the minor makes me lie. I used to write with fire, but now I write with dust. My melodies all falter where your memory turns to rust. Stolen chords and silent keys, a song that won't begin. You took the harmony with you and left the aching in. I sit and touch the ivory, but nothing sings with ease, just echoes through the empty of stolen chords and silent keys. Jazz we once would dance to now skips like cracked old tape. I tried to write our ending, but my verses lost their shape. Even silence sounds uneven when you know what it replaced, like the whisper of a refrain that time could not erase. Stolen chords and silent keys, no bridge can carry through. The music lost its meaning when it lost the sound of you. I'd trade this whole piano for the way your hand would tease, that once gave life to rhythm on these silent dying keys. There's a melody I started the night
just leaned in. It waits inside, the string still tight, but I can't let it begin. Stolen chords and silent keys, my hands just press the past. I play for ghosts and memories that never seem to last. But still I sit here nightly and pray the pain will cease in stolen chords and silent keys, where love forgot its peace. The mirror doesn't lie, but I do. Every morning at 8, I smile at the reflection, pretend I'm doing great. The coffee brews like always, my shirt's pressed neat and fine, but the eyes inside that silver glass aren't nearly close to mine. I tell the world I'm fine now, I laugh the way I should, say love's a faded postcard and missing you feels good. But the way I touch my collar and double check my hair is just another signal that I wish you still were there. The mirror doesn't lie, but I do. To everyone I meet, I walk like I'm in rhythm, but I'm limping in defeat. You'd see it if you knew me, you'd hear it if you tried. The glass reflects the story, but the voice in me still hides. I put on songs you hated just to prove I've moved along. I hum the notes defiantly, like this was never our song. But even in the chorus, I flinch at every chord, 'cause the lies I tell each morning still bow before the Lord. The mirror doesn't lie, but I do. In silence and in show, I post the brightest pictures so no one has to know. They like the way I'm healing, they love how I survive, but they don't see the half face that breaks when I'm not alive. It's funny how reflections expose what words can't touch, and though I lie in daylight, the mirror knows too much. The mirror doesn't lie, but I do. Each time I pass its frame, I fake another sunrise, an answer to your name. So if someday it shatters, let the truth come shining through, that the mirror saw me clearly, but I never told it who.
I made coffee for 2 this morning, just like I used to do. I placed 2 cups, 2 spoons, one for me, one for you. Habit has a heartbeat that memory won't erase. So I left yours on the table, still shining in its place. Your chair still pulls slightly left, the way you always sat. And I still pour the creamer, though you never asked for that. The toast burned just a little, you'd laugh and take a bite. Now silence takes your laughter and hides it out of sight. 2 spoons, one still clean, like half of love untouched. One held in trembling fingers, one never lifted much. I eat with eyes half closed now, like dreaming back the scene of morning light and coffee steam. And 2 spoons, one still clean. I tried to wash it yesterday, but it didn't feel quite right. That silver held your fingerprints like shadows in light. So I placed it by the sugar, facing how you'd hold, and hope the warmth of memory would stir what once was cold. 2 spoons, one still clean, a symbol soft and slight, a quiet kind of grieving that lingers out of sight. No tears across the dishes, no sobbing in between, just quiet meals in empty space. And 2 spoons, one still clean. They say love leaves behind more than rings and photographs. It lingers in the daily things, in coffee cups and half. 2 spoons, one still clean, like vows that won't let go. One used for tasting sorrow, one saved for long ago. So every morning I remember what together used to mean, in quiet rituals for 2, and 1 spoon left, still clean.
Crimson leaves are falling slow, like time forgot, drifting down the sidewalk, soft as every thought. I pass the cafe window where you once used to wave. Now only ghosts and coffee stains remain. There's a bench beneath the maple where we shared a tune and laughed about the seasons back when hearts were June. Your scarf still hangs in memory, your warmth in every thread. But autumn came and swept the words we left unsaid. Crimson leaves and you painted sky just hold on to these crimson leaves and you. Streetlights flicker amber like candlelight in rain. Our shadows used to dance there, now I walk alone again. Your laughter lingers faintly where the saxophone once played, while the record turns and memories fade. I keep your photo in my coat, the one you gave that autumn boat. You said forever's made of days like these, but forever's lost in crimson breeze.